Okay, this is my misting system. As you can see, it's mists up quite well, it's fogging up everything. And this is all rainwater that I'm using in these foggers. I hope it's not getting any of the mist on the camera. It's quite humid in here, causes quite heavy fogging. Now, a lot of people have been asking about how I grow my sphagnum moss. This is part of the reason I can grow the sphagnum moss, because of this fogging. This comes on 8 times a day for 4 minutes every hour, and keeps the humidity, and also it keeps the everything very, very moist. And the idea is not to actually water anything, but just to keep the humidity up and fog it up and make it very similar to what it would be like in the highland of Borneo. It does get a little bit warmer here because it's in this is South Australia, and it's a very dry state and very quite warm. It's what's the date today? I think it's the 8th of April. It's now autumn, and it's 27 degrees outside, and you can see up there that we've got clear skies virtually, and we're going to get a little bit of a change tomorrow. So this is the part of the reason that my sphagnum moss grows so well. Once this turns off in a few more minutes, I'll go back inside to the main area there where the sphagnum is growing quite vigorously, and try and explain a little bit more about it. This fogger system is worked on a pump pumping out at 100 psi. With a friend of mine made some adjustments and pipes and return valves and everything like that, so at the moment it's running at about 4 bar. So that's why it's producing these this wonderful fogging. It should turn off shortly. But these foggers use approximately 32 litres per hour. So you can see I use a reasonable amount of water, and it's all rainwater, all gathered in my big rainwater tanks. So eventually it will turn off. It's supposed to be 4 minutes. Probably feels like 10 minutes at the moment. But this is what you're going to need if you're going to grow your sphagnum moss successfully. You're going to need something similar to this in some way or form to produce the humidity, the good water quality, and the misting dampness that it requires, as well as the light. You can see that it's getting a reasonable amount of light here, although the sun's going over. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon now, so the sun's lower in the sky, being the time of the year, and also it's a bit later on in the afternoon. It's still going. So this is why I don't have to hand water a lot either in this section, because this takes care of a lot of the good amounts of moisture that these plants need. You can see there it's all dripping down. So this is all automated. This comes on by itself every day, as well as the air conditioning. That comes on by itself once the temperature reaches over 25 degrees. The evaporative cooler comes on, which is a very large cooler, a household cooler, and blows all the hot air out. I've actually, in the warmer part, I've taken part of the sheeting down here, you can see, and all the breeze shoots out that way. You can see the flap opening and closing there as the pressure of the air conditioner blows the hot air out. Well, eventually this is going to stop. Feels a lot longer than 4 minutes, doesn't it? There's another vent rata down here. This one was in fruit a while ago, so I've the seed have dropped down into this little area down here, which might be a bit dark to see. So we'll see if they actually germinate. So without a really good misting system, this is going to be very hard to duplicate. It's going to take a little bit of time and effort and money for someone who wants to duplicate this to get their sphagnum moss growing in an accelerated rate. You can see the misters there. I've got 4-way misters. There's I think there's about 30. No, was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I think there's 17 or 18 lots of these misters going, with 4 shoots shooting out the mist. I've got some single ones there as well. Try not to shake too much. I should be shutting off shortly because I'm losing battery. Alright, well I might come back with another battery in a minute and finish off this little segment. But you can see how the misting, how much misting's going in there, hopefully.